Are you looking for a more minimal and simple approach to planning for your homeschool? If that's true, today you are in for a treat. I'm going to be sharing all about our simple approach to planning for our homeschool on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis. Now, this is part of a larger collaboration hosted by Jasmine over at One Caffeinated Mom. Shout out to Jasmine. I absolutely love her channel. She is easily one of my favorite homeschooling YouTube mamas, so I highly encourage you to check her out, as well as the playlist of all the other mamas who are contributing to today's topic. If we haven't already met, I am Yael and I'm a homeschooling mama of 3 mini humans. And if you love videos all about homeschool curriculum, activities, and more, you have come to the right place. So be sure to subscribe and enable those notifications so you don't miss what I have next just for you. Our process of planning is very goal-oriented. So as I think about what we're going to be doing from month to month, week to week, and even day to day, I set up overarching goals and then sub-goals that will help to keep us focused on the things that we want to achieve. But before I set up all those goals, I like to reflect and think about what we did the month before. I created for myself a little printable that has different categories of things I want to reflect on. So highlights, things that I have learned about myself and my children over the past month, and maybe some things that I have also observed about them. This process really helps me to celebrate the things that we have already achieved and then reset my mind for what we're going to do in the month ahead. Once I have reflected, I will then go and set up goals for myself, my home, and our homeschool. I like to set up one goal for each of these areas, except for the homeschooling, because I like to collaborate with my children on the things that they want to learn. So each child will get one overarching goal. Once I have set up these goals, I will also maybe think about a Bible verse that I can meditate on throughout the month. And then I take this piece of paper and I have a little mommy binder that I have set up for myself at the beginning of the school year. So this is something that I can put in that binder and then refer to for the next month. The other thing that I like to keep in mind is our family calendar, and it's a digital calendar that I share with my husband. This is something that we use to keep all of our events and appointments in. I also put my graduate school meetings and work meetings in there because I do work part-time. And so that is a really great hub for me and my husband to refer to whenever we need to plan ahead for something. What's helpful about that is that if something is occurring in our family that is going to disrupt the flow of our natural homeschooling day, that kind of gives me a heads up on a different way I can approach planning. So once I have considered all of the things that are happening in our family on our calendar, and I have reflected on the previous month and set up some overarching goals for this coming month, I will then go week to week and plan out our activities, our curriculum pages that we might refer to, all of the things that we're doing in a week. And I don't go through and plan out specifically what we're gonna do from day to day, but I rather just set up an entire page in my notebook that is dedicated to a couple of things. Number one, different concepts that the children will learn and be introduced to. And again, this goes back to the goals that I have set up for them prior for the month. And then number two, what are the things that we need to practice? So what are the things that we have learned that we need to take into this month from week to week and practice? And because I know what's age appropriate for each child, I really don't have to distinguish, put each name in a column or anything like that, because I know where each of my children are. The third category that I include on this page is just a list, or a running list, I should say, of materials. And I like to DIY a lot of my materials, and so it's important for me to kind of keep a running list of things that I might need to create looking ahead from day to day, or even a week in advance if I need to. So the list that has 3 categories, the concepts, what we're practicing, and our materials, is something that I try to set up at the start of the week, either on a Sunday or on a Monday. And then as I go through from day to day, I will flip to a new page in my notebook, and one side is dedicated to a journal that I will write in at the end of every day, and then the other side is dedicated to any tasks or specific activities and curriculum pages that we will need for that day's activities. I really like the process of journaling and kind of reflecting at the end of every day, because there are times where I have noticed different patterns of behavior in my children over time, and as I keep a daily journal, or even, every other day as I'm able to, it's easy for me to kind of track those developmental patterns or even behavioral patterns that are changing. So that is it. That is my simple approach to planning on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis for my homeschool. Thank you so much for spending some of your time with me today. If you have enjoyed this video, please be sure to give it a great big thumbs up, a like. That really helps to support this channel greatly. And I want to just say another thank you to Jasmine for hosting this wonderful collaboration today. Don't forget to head over to her channel and also check out our collaboration playlist right over here. Take care, be blessed, and I'll see you in the next one.